Ada lay on a woven mat, staring at the ceiling while Tunda snored beside her. The fire had died down, and she couldn't sleep, worrying about their future. The morning brought life to the village. Women pounded yam, children played, and men brought fish from the river as Ada and Tunda waited nervously. The old man approached them, announcing the village's decision. They could stay, but they had to prove their willingness to work. Ada was assigned to fetch water and prepare food, while Tunda was to join the fishermen. They were warned against being lazy or causing trouble. Following the women to the river, Ada struggled with the heavy clay pot but felt welcomed as they encouraged her. She finally felt pride in working. As she carried the pot back, sweat dripped down her forehead. For the first time, she felt she could truly belong in this village. Ada's arms ached as she placed the clay pot of water near the cooking area. The village women smiled at her effort, some chuckling at her slow pace. One of the women said, "You did well for your first day," patting Ada's back. She smiled, wiping the sweat from her forehead. Across the riverbank, Tunda helped fishermen untangle their nets. He looked exhausted, but their eyes met and he grinned. Later, as the sky turned orange, Ada and Tunda were given bowls of roasted yam and fresh fish. The old man asked about their first day. Tunda replied, "Hard work." Ada added, "But good." The old man shared his wisdom about living simply. Ada reflected on how different life was here compared to Lagos. She felt safe among laughter and shared stories. The old man noticed her thoughts and said that even travelers can find a home if they are willing. Tunda nudged Ada, suggesting they were passing a test. Ada laughed, but a voice in her reminded her that peace never lasts long. She pushed the thought away and took another bite. That night, Ada lay on her mat, listening to the quiet sounds of the village, the croaking of frogs and rustling palm leaves. For the first time in forever, she wasn't sleeping on cold concrete. She turned to Tunda, who was lying next to her. "You're not asleep?" Tunda shook his head. "Too tired to sleep." Ada chuckled, "That makes no sense." A noise, a rustling outside. Ada froze. Tunda sat up, alert. "Did you hear that?" Ada nodded. Footsteps. Slow. Careful. Not the normal sounds of the village. Ada's heartbeat quickened. She peeked outside. A dark figure was moving between the huts, staying in the shadows. Ada's breath caught. Who was that? A thief? She turned to whisper to Tunda, but the figure was gone. She shivered. Maybe it was nothing, but deep inside, she felt unsettled. Something was coming, and she wasn't sure they were ready for it. Ada lay awake long after the shadow vanished. Her heart pounded as she forced herself to remain quiet. Tunda sat up sharply, whispering back to Ada, hinting at the tension lingering in the darkness. A loud cry shattered the quiet of the village just before dawn, sending Ada racing outside. A small crowd gathered near the storage hut. Ada gasped as she saw the opened door and scattered supplies. Ada decided to speak up. "I saw someone last night," she declared. The village fell silent. The old man nodded in agreement. They would be ready if the thief returned, united in their resolve. As Ada glanced toward the forest, a knot formed in her stomach. This was not over yet. The village remained tense throughout the day. Men reinforced the storage hut with stronger wood, while children played more quietly. Ada and Tunda carried small baskets and fetched water, but Ada felt uneasy, sensing the thief would return. That night, the village fires burned longer. Ada suggested to Tunda they keep watch too. Tunda was reluctant but agreed. Silently, they hid behind firewood. After a long wait, Ada heard soft footsteps and spotted a shadow near the trees. The shadow was the thief. They ran, with Ada and Tunda in pursuit. The figure slipped in the mud, and they captured him. The thief was a ragged boy, wide-eyed and terrified. Ada felt a strange connection with him and wondered about his story. The boy struggled, his thin arms shaking in Ada and Tunda's grip. His eyes darted between them, wild with fear as he hissed, "Let me go." Tunda tightened his grip, demanding to know why the boy stole from the village. The boy's breathing was ragged, searching for an escape. Ada asked softly for his name. He hesitated, stammering out, "Bola," and revealing he was 12, though Tunda doubted him. Ada noticed Bola's sunken face and ripped clothes. He wasn't just a thief, he was starving. She asked, "Where are your parents?" Bola's face hardened at the mention of his parents. Tunda questioned what to do next, but Ada suggested they help him. Ada turned to Bola. "If we let you go, do you promise to stop stealing?" He quickly nodded, swearing he would. As Ada and Tunda released Bola, he looked between them, unsure of what was next. But Ada knew his story wasn't over yet.